Hey guys, if you're easily offended, please don't watch this video. Just want to have some fun and just want to share with you my favorite Catholic jokes. And if you stay with me to the end and don't unsubscribe, you'll get a bonus, my best political joke. Uh, so first off, my generation is not easily offended. One of my closest friends, a guy I work with named Edwards Anderson, he's from Brooklyn. He's a couple years older than me, happens to be a black guy. He lovingly refers to me as his Guinea Wop friend from Jersey. And if you've never heard those slurs, it refers to Italians. Guinea, the word means non-white or black, and when the Italians came over back in the day, the Irish immigrants that were already here referred to Italians as guineas, fighting words back in the day. And WAP just means, it was another slur because a lot of Italians came over and they didn't have papers. So on their green card, it was stamped WAP, W-O-P, without papers. So once you can laugh at these silly names, name calling is so juvenile and silly. When you can laugh at yourself and laugh at these names, it takes all the power away. So, if you, like I said, my generation was not easily offended. You watch the Dean Martin roasts, and 99% of their jokes would be banned by the woke left that run this country today. So, like I said, hope you enjoy this. Herman Cain, years ago when he ran for president, he gave a quote. And he said, the first time I give a quote, I give the name of the person I got the quote from. The second time, I say, I heard this quote from somebody. The third time, I own it. So these jokes I've told so many times. Some of them I kind of made up, some of them I changed, and some of them I've heard from other people. Some of them I actually heard from a Catholic monk. I know one I heard from a priest. A couple of them I just kind of jumbled together. We'll see how much time I got. I got about 6 or 7, but I might only have time for the best 3. So I'm just going to give you my best ones right off the bat. So, the Catholic Church is universal. We have people of every language, every nationality. And there was a mission trip, this Catholic mission trip over in Africa, and they were going to dig a well for these poor people over there. And the head of the ministry grabbed the guy from Germany, a German guy, grabbed an Italian guy, and grabbed a Chinese guy. And he said, listen, you're going to be on this job site here. He tells the Italian guy, I need you to get a shovel. And, I need you to dig the hole. And I need the German guy, I need you to lay the pipe in there. And to the Chinese guy, he says, you have to provide the supplies. So I guess you would call him the foreman, leaves the site, comes back 2 hours later, and the German and the Italian guy are standing around doing nothing. And he's like, hey, what's going on? He's like, we're still waiting on the shovel and the pipes. He's like, well, where's the Chinese guy? He goes, I guess he went to get the supplies, but he's been gone for hours. So I said, well, let's go in the supply room. Maybe he's in there. So all 3 of them walk in the supply room, and the Chinese guy jumps from behind the door. He goes, supplies! So that's my Chinese joke. I hope there's nobody offended. And then there was this 75-year-old man, and he goes into the confessional booth, and he tells a priest, this 35-year-old woman, half my age, beautiful, knockout, moved next door to me, and we've been having sex every day for 2 weeks. So the priest says, my child, when was the last time you were in confession? And he goes, confession? I'm not Catholic. I'm just telling everybody. That one I heard from a Catholic monk. Please don't get too offended. And then there was this nun, and she asked the kids in school, she was teaching a class. She says to the kids in school, what do you want to be when you grow up? So this one little girl said, I want to be a prostitute when I grow up. And the nun said, what? What did you say? And she said, I want to be a prostitute. She goes, oh, okay. I thought you said Protestant. These are terrible jokes, I know. So we get a little better one coming up. So this burglar breaks into a house and he's looking for jewelry in a drawer, and he hears a voice. Jesus is watching you. So he runs and he hides and he looks and he sees it's a parrot. So he goes up to the parrot. What's your name? He goes, my name is Horatio. So the burglar says, what kind of idiot would name his bird Horatio? And the bird replies, the same idiot who named his pit bull Jesus. So I'm just going to finish with this last one, if you're still watching. A man dies and goes to heaven. Actually, 3 men died and went to heaven at the same time. And they're standing in front of St. Peter, and St. Peter says, have you ever cheated on your wife when you were alive on earth? And the one man said, I confess, St. Peter, I cheated twice. And he said, well, you know, based on that, you're not going to get a really nice car to drive around. We're giving you this little economy car you can drive around heaven in. And he says to the next guy, have you ever cheated on your wife? And he said, I confess I cheated on her once. So he said, well, you know, we'll give you a little better car than the other guy. We'll give you a mid-sized car. Then the third man, St. Peter, said, did you ever cheat on your wife? He said, no, I was faithful for 50 years. I never even looked at another woman. See, Peter said, well, you get the nicest car in heaven. He gives us this huge, luxurious car, the coolest car that any eye has ever seen. And the next day, the 2 guys in the crappy little cars see the guy in the big fancy car crying. And like, what are you crying about? You got the nicest car in heaven. He said, yeah, I know, but I just passed my wife and she's driving a moped. So forgive me if you've heard these jokes already. If not, I hope they made you laugh and they made you smile. But I did promise you a political joke. But before I get to that, I just want to say this. I think these jokes are funny, but there's nothing funny about giving your money to a woke company. So if you're buying or selling real estate, please go to realestateforlife.org and they can help you with all your real estate needs. Realestateforlife.org is a pro-life Catholic real estate company, and they only hire pro-life Christian realtors with experience and professionalism bar none. So now last, my little bonus joke, my political joke. I was just at the grand opening of the Republican headquarters, and I told one of the guys down there, and he loved it. So there's a new drink. Yeah, it's called the Biden. You pay the bartender, and he gives it to somebody else. God bless and stay Catholic.